Well, Lee's kind of upset that we took Fort Harrison from him, so he tries to take it back. And he does what he does at Gettysburg, where frontal assault. And that doesn't pan out for him. Hello and welcome to Civil War in Hindsight. I'm Lieutenant Tommy. With me, as always, is Prospector Johnny. And Johnny, through rain, sleet, snow, or illness, we're here for you guys.
It's been
got a
nice.
little bit of a cold.
Weather's been good.
So,
I'm fine. I've been fine.
Yeah, I got a cold. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but it's stuffily.
Have you done some whiskey about it?
I
yet?
did. I've done some whiskey about it. I'm doing cheap beer about it right now.
should
Yeah,
be-
no, it's fine. Like it's fine.
Should be
Clearly,
fine soon, then.
it's fine enough that I'm doing the episode with you guys. But you know,
I mean, that's just it's wartime, Lieutenant Tommy, and you got to muscle through it sometimes.
sometimes you got to muscle through it. Johnny, this week's going to open up on the 30th with the continuation of the battles of Fort Harrison and Peebles Farm. After losing Fort Harrison on the 29th, Lee orders a frontal assault to take back the fort on the 30th. Doesn't go so well for Lee.
Smart. What?
Hasn't learned that frontal assaults
in the past, though,
aren't.
frontal assaults in the past for him
That have never worked out.
Have worked.
Never
worked.
But he just keeps trying them, so.
He just keeps on doing it.
Yep.
Man, he's going to be remembered as such a jackass general.
He will be. It's kind of ridiculous.
Holy shit.
Union forces, Johnny, are going to spend that night refortifying Fort Harrison, turning the defensive positions around towards Richmond. And the end result is that Lee's repulsed. And Confederate losses are estimated above 10,000. Those numbers are probably higher than that. The Union is going to lose 383 killed, 2,299 wounded, and 645 missing over this two-day battle. So that 10,000 for the Confederates, that's over the loss of Fort Harrison and then subsequent counterattack to try to get back.
Okay. Yeah, so that's quite a bit of time and things that have happened. But still, that's...
Well, 2 days. That's over 2 days. That's not...
Yeah, 3 times the casualties, something like that?
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah, because like our total casualties are
3-ish thousand.
Well, even say 4,000. That's still like almost 3 times the casualties. Yeah.
Yeah. So close. 2.5, 3 times.
Yep.
That's
significant.
Yeah.
That's significant. Down at Peebles Farm, Union forces have great success in the morning, but are pushed back by Hill's counterattack. Good news is they're still actually able to extend their lines for that siege around Petersburg another additional 3 miles. So. While it's not an overarchingly glorious success, like we're extending the siege line, so it's still spreading out the Confederate.
We didn't just say, "Hey, we attacked," and then all right, we're going to retreat back to where we were and not do anything.
Yeah.
Like we did a thing, which is positive.
It's something.
If you're looking for the positives,
it's something. On October 1st, Confederate raids are going to continue by force in Athens and Huntsville. Meanwhile, skirmishes by Peebles Farms continue. Also on aboard a British blockade runner, they're going to try to run the Union blockade. Confederate spy, Miss Rose O'Neill, decides that it's a bit too hairy. The Union boats are getting a bit too close. She doesn't want to be on board in this British blockade runner when they get there. And she's got $2,000 worth of gold. So
she's a mule.
She's a mule.
She's a mule.
And she's got dispatches.
She knew what she was doing.
She gets on one of the life rafts with the $2,000 worth of gold and the Confederate dispatches, and then it's a life raft, and $2,000 worth of gold is
that heavy?
Significantly heavy, and that's overwhelms that lifeboat, and then a squall comes over, and it capsizes the boat, and then the gold's gone, and she gone. She drowned.
Do you think she was hugging the gold
Probably
on the way down, trying to kick and swim up with it? No, I need to be gold. I don't know why.
I mean, $2,000 worth of gold that's not insignificant. That's a pretty substantial amount.
You know what I would do for $2,000 worth of gold?
That's more than a year's worth of my salary in gold. So yeah, it's not.
Yeah, I wouldn't continue to go out west further than Indiana, but I would do other things.
Yeah, no, it's not an insignificant amount of gold. Like I said, they Union boats do see her boat overturn, and then nobody comes back up. So she did. Skirmishes around Peebles Farm, they're going to be over after the 4-day advance. Meade's able to, like I said, extend that Union line 3 miles. Meanwhile, Trader President Davis gives Beauregard top command of the 2 western departments that are currently under Hood and Taylor, hoping to coordinate defenses in Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, and then to hopefully resume offensives in that western field.
Oh,
Don't...
okay.
I don't know. Maybe I'm a pessimist. I'm going to go ahead and say that probably that's not...
You don't think?
I don't think they have the manpower
idea.
to do much of anything out in the West right now.
No. Well, we'll see. I don't know.
Maybe. I could be...
Stranger things,
I could be wrong.
right?
Johnny, on the 3rd, Hood has his army at the rear of Sherman and seizes Big Shanty. Sherman is now forced to pay attention to Hood again, and in response to that, we've got General George Thomas, the Rock of Chickamauga, hero of the Union Army, destroyer of the siege of Chattanooga. He's going to arrive in Nashville to hopefully deal with said Hood behind Sherman's forces. Because, it's...
Okay.
I don't think Thomas has done anything bad in this war at all. He's been nothing but fuck. It should be Grant, Thomas. That's it. But for some reason that hasn't happened yet. I'm not sure why.
Well, bad leadership. Great leadership.
Great, yeah.
I think there's other issues
Probably.
somewhere else down the line.
Something else, Johnny. On the 4th, we're going to see Hood's forces taking more of the Chattanooga-Atlanta Railroad, so maybe Thomas get on that. And then on the 5th, there's going to be an engagement at Alatoona, Georgia. Sherman is going to see smoke along the railroad north of Chattanooga from Hood's forces, destroying those rail lines. Federals underneath Brigadier General John Corse are going to be garrisoned at Alatoona. During the night of the 4th, Confederate forces underneath Major General French are going to take up positions around Alatoona and begin an artillery bombardment in the morning. French then demands surrender of Corse, and Corse says, "Nah, not going to do it. I've been told to hold my ground, so I'm gonna fucking hold my ground."
Okay.
Confederates then do a frontal assault and gain some ground, but Alatoona is still firmly in Union hands. General Jacob Cox is sent to reinforce Corse upon hearing from hearing this news that General Jacob Cox is on his way. French hightails it the hell out of there because he doesn't want to be outnumbered. Now, this is actually a brilliant ploy.
Hey, Tommy, I'm going to go ahead and just filibuster for just a second because you've been trying to take that drink here for about 45
Thank you,
seconds.
yeah.
And it's making me thirsty.
It's making you thirsty? Yeah, I was thirsty.
There you go. That's my little filibuster there. Now you have to keep talking about whatever
All
the
right.
hell you were going on.
So General Jacob Cox allegedly is being sent to reinforce General Corse, Union guys. French hears about that. He hightails it the hell out of there because he doesn't want to be outnumbered. In truth, Cox wasn't on his way. Sherman sent a false message to French saying that, yeah, he's on his way. And fucking
play.
bought, hook, line, and sinker, bought right into that damn thing.
Beautiful.
Johnny, a copperhead by the name of Lambden Milligan, he's going to be arrested for conspiring against the United States, giving comfort and aid to the rebels, and inciting insurrection in Indiana. It's Indiana news.
Of all places, whereabouts in Indiana? Not near me.
No.
I'll go
I think
straight
it was
to his house. I'll whoop his
I'm
damn
wanting to
ass.
say Corydon, but don't quote me on that. But I'm wanting to say it was Corydon, but it doesn't matter. It's just some Indiana copperhead dude gets arrested for being a copperhead.
Goddamn copperheads.
Fucking copperheads.
Well, nothing of value is lost.
And Johnny, the week's going to end on the 6th with Confederate cav underneath Thomas Russer attacking 2 regiments of Custer's cav at Brock's Gap. Custer repulses both attacks. I mean, this young little guy with little blonde curlies and his nice little mustachy thing going on there. It seems like he might be.
Was this his first stand?
No, yeah, well, I mean, it's a stand. He makes a stand. It's clearly not his last stand.
First
because
time?
He had a stand over in Gettysburg that he did okay at.
A couple stands?
This is like his second or third stand.
We should probably keep track
How many
of his
stands he's got?
And
Yeah.
mark when they end. Probably.
Well, yeah. Well, hopefully it's not
something
this
significant.
war. Yeah. Well, good luck to Custer in the future. That's it for this week in Civil War in Hindsight. If you enjoy Civil War in Hindsight, check out Historic Hindsight. We do all kinds of fun things. We've got shorts. We've got long format videos. There's one on Billy the Kid coming up here that should be dropping here very shortly, probably before you even see this one. You got an episode on Billy the Kid. We got old school stuff like eggs. We went to war over eggs of all things. Check our shit out. It's fun.